What up, guys? It is finally time to peep Elegg's Bond story. I'm not gonna lie, hopefully this goes not too bad. Unfortunately, in the event story, she kind of just got ignored the whole time, dude. Poor Elegg. And then obviously Dorothy was just wigging out the whole time for hers. As I come out on deck to get some sunshine, I see someone in the pool drifting about lazily on an inner tube. Ah, Elegg? Oh, Mr. Commander, hello there. Hey. Enjoying some R&R? That I am. I finished all my tasks and I've already engaged in all my hobbies, so I'm just hanging out. In case anything unexpected crops up, I'll be on call. What exactly are these hobbies you're talking about? Come on, we both know the answer to that. Heh. Oh, just a few things here and there. I think I've got a general idea of what you did. She installed Boom on the cruise tour. Anyways, are you here to relax as well, Mr. Commander? No, it's just too stuffy working inside, so I decided to come outside and get some work done. Oh, you're still not done working? What could I possibly be working on? I thought most of it was already taken care of. The report is taking longer than I anticipated. Oh no. Let's just let Rappy do that. Here we are on a cruise ship, and you're still working. You really do have it rough, Mr. Commander. I'm nearly done, I think. Just a little more to go, and then I plan on soaking up some sun. Sounds nice. Another stellar choice is to lie down on a floaty like I am. Nothing beats the gentle rippling of the water as it rocks you to sleep. Then again, lying on a sunbed and feeling the cold ocean breeze is pretty comfy too. It's hard to choose. Which do you prefer? Good question. The inner tube or the sunbed? Probably the inner tube, feeling of the water, baby. I know you'd make the right choice. Would you be interested in joining me later? Join me, my feller floater. We can chill by the pool and watch the clouds drift by. I'll think about it. Dude, just say yes. What the? Can I say yes? Oh, I missed what she says. What did she say? Please do. What about you, Elegg? Which do you prefer? Me? They're both enticing, but if I had to pick, I'd go with the floaty. It's kind of fun feeling the surface of the water wobble beneath you. And if you get some gaming in while you're at it, it's divine. You're not worried about dropping the handheld into the water. That thrill is all part of the fun. That doesn't sound like a good idea though. The tension actually makes the game even more exciting. Kind of like when your HP bar is nearly empty. I think I understand what you're getting at. Maybe I'll give it a try once I'm done with work. Yeah, with a waterproof device, preferably. You should. I'm sure I'll be getting a session in before long. By the way, I'm not distracting you by being here, am I? I wouldn't want to make you lose focus or anything. Not at all. Don't mind me, just relax and have fun. Alright, thanks. Elegg slumps back in the inner tube and resumes vacantly staring up at the sky. As for me, I should get back to work. A while later, I finally finish my report. Thank God, dude. Why am I working on my vacation? I glance over at the pool and see Elegg, who is still gazing up at the sky. Elegg? Ah, Mr. Commander, did you finish your report? Yep. Is something on your mind? You haven't stopped staring at the sky this entire time. Didn't you say you were going to game? Do some gaming. Well, since you asked... I think I've fallen into a bit of a rut. Oh, she's washed at games now. I don't really feel like playing any video games. Maybe this is what they call a slump. A slump? Yes, a slump. You know how hard I've been working to spread Boom across the world. Yeah, you've installed Boom on every screen you've come across. That's right. Even all the way out here at sea, I haven't stopped my crusade. But somewhere along the way, I started to wonder, is this all there is? Is it really that bad? Yes, I've begun to doubt my mission. This isn't how it's supposed to be. Do you really view this as a mission? Absolutely! But now, it feels like my path is blocked, and I don't know how to proceed. And the reason is, I don't have a clue where I'm supposed to install Boom next! Are you telling me you seriously aren't sure where to install Boom next? Yeah? I can't believe what I'm hearing. Huh? There are tons of spots on the ship where you can install it. There are displays everywhere. Psh! Who do you think you're talking to? I've already installed Boom everywhere I could. I thought maybe there was a small chance you hadn't gotten everywhere. No, I definitely have. What I'm talking about now is something greater. Like moving on to the next stage, or something like that. Can you be more specific? Look at where we are right now. We're up on the surface, aboard a cruise ship. Floating on the ocean. And yet, every place I've installed Boom is no different from where I installed in the Ark. All I've done is place it on devices with some sort of display. It's enough to make a girl doubt whether coming all the way out to the sea was worth it. I think I follow. I just want something more. I want to set up Boom in a special place. Somewhere no one would expect. I mean, she already put it on in swimsuit. I don't think anyone expected that. What the? Hey, are you out of your mind? Did you do this? Oh no, poor Yan. Put it back the way it was, now. Elegg, can you please do something about this? It started acting weird right after you touched it. Uncomfortable. Can't sleep. Obviously, Elegg's fault. Huh? What's going on? Elegg, what did you do? Nothing special. I just tinkered with their stuff a little and set up Boom wherever I could fit it. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. This is what I do after all. Yeah, pretty much par for the course. I would say on brand. What are you talking about, rookie? This is preventing me from running my shop. What happened? Just look at this. Yan shoves a calculator in front of my face. Where numbers should be displayed, an 8-bit retro game is running instead. No matter how many times I try to tap the numbers for my calculations, it won't go away. All it does is shift the screen around. Hehehe. Once you enter Boom mode, you can control it with the number buttons. How am I supposed to do my calculations then? You have to beat Boom first. My thermometer isn't showing the temperature anymore. It's been replaced by something strange. How the hell did she put it on a thermometer? That's Boom. Elegg, quiet. The display is so small that I can't quite tell what it is. But it's definitely not a temperature reading. There's no way I can treat patients with this. Eye mask. She put it in her eye mask? Game screen, too bright, can't sleep. How the hell did she do that? Fix it. How did you manage to get a screen inside of an eye mask? I told Freema that adding a heating function in her eye mask would make her sleep better. While I was at it, I added a mini projector that can display Boom. Getting the focus right was a real pain, let me tell you. You really did install it everywhere. Sure did. This is no laughing matter. This is interfering with my business, you hear me? Thank goodness I got this as early as I did. If I hadn't, it would have caused a real medical emergency. Sleep deprived. Situation critical. So what should I do? Guess you better start putting everything back the way it was. Aw, that's a shame. Elegg? Elegg! Annoyed. Okay, everyone, just calm down. Don't make the tube shake or I fall in the water. Oh, they're pushing her. Elegg tries to calm down the antagonistic mob, but she is unable to prevent Pepper and Yan from flipping her. Freema, meanwhile, heads to one of the sunbeds. Classic. Damn, did they throw her in the water? Oh man, now I'm all wet. You are in a swimming pool after all. After the brief altercation, Elegg restores Yan and Pepper's device to normal, and they return to their respective spots. Yeesh, Miss Yan and Miss Pepper were really terrifying just now. I thought they were gonna drown me. Relax, it was just a water fight. The attacks just kept coming, I couldn't even catch my breath. Those two ganged up on me, it was totally unfair. Be grateful it wasn't 3-on-1. Good point. My eyes are naturally drawn to Freema, who is on a sunbed at the edge of the pool with her eye mask on. It's a real bummer I had to uninstall Boom from Miss Freema's eye mask. That was my masterpiece! What makes you say that? Despite there being no display to begin with, I still somehow managed to project an image. Everywhere you looked, your eyes was filled with Boom. It was magnificent. I thought I was really onto something, but now I feel like I'm back to square one. Elegg looks up at the sky again, deep in thought. Let's go exploring. Huh? Where? To find somewhere. You can set a Boom. Maybe we can start here. Where the hell are we? Ah, a game center! This is definitely a good place to start. Having said that, I already did install Boom here. I figured. There's a casino inside the boat? You should have seen this place before I showed up. It was ridiculous. Let me guess, Boom wasn't running on a single device? Exactly, can you believe it? Out of all these gaming machines, not a single one can play Boom. I can understand why they wouldn't want it on every device, but couldn't they have installed it on at least one? So, what happened next? Well, I installed it on every device. Again, not surprised. I also added a fun little feature while I was at it. It might look normal right now, but if you enter a specific command, Elegg fiddles with the arcade machine's lever a few times, and then, Boom! Boom suddenly appears on every machine in the game center. Bada boom! Isn't that cool? That was certainly unexpected. Working on this was a total blast. I linked all the machines together so that a single unit could turn them all on at once. Not only that, but I also turned all the displays into one big screen. Though you can still run them individually too. Honestly, I'm impressed. Needless to say, I think I've done all I can here. Looks like it. Well, this was only our starting point, so let's move on. Alright. How about this place? Mr. Commander, do you seriously think I didn't already install Boom here? Of course not. Good. You see that screen right in front of you? One press of a button and Boom will start. I've got something else set up too. Go ahead and plug your phone into the port next to your seat. Okay. I'm a little hesitant, but when I hook up my phone like Elegg told me, Boom! Boom shows up on my phone screen. Pretty cool, right? As long as there's a device with a display, Boom is here to stay. Normally, you'd have to install Boom directly onto each display, but with this setup, anyone can enjoy Boom as long as they have a device with a screen. I think flipping an idea on its head gave me pretty entertaining results. This is incredible stuff. Also, I don't know how you did that. You think so? And if I turn on the screen, a projector behind me turns on and beaming onto the screen in front of me. Wait, that's my phone screen. Now you get to enjoy Boom on the big screen. I have a hard time imagining how you could take it any further. It's like I told you. I can confidently say that I've spread Boom to everything around here that could possibly support it. And now, I'm not sure what else I'm supposed to do. Stuck in a rut. Right. Like shoulder slump. Why don't we head back outside? Why? You're feeling discouraged because nothing you're doing here is all that different from what you were doing back in the Ark, is that right? Right. Even though we're out here on a cruise ship, sailing the high seas, places like restaurants, theaters, and game centers are all things you'd see inside the Ark too. So in the end, I'm pretty much repeating myself. Maybe the problem is that you're focused too much on the interior of the ship. Maybe you're right. No matter what I do inside the ship, it won't be all that different from the Ark. Maybe heading outside will give me some answers. Come on, let's head up to the deck. Okay. Ah, what beautiful weather. The breeze feels just right, and the sun isn't too strong. It's a perfect day for swimming outside. Not that I'd ever do that, heh. What's that over there? Commander, what are you and Elegg? No, it can't be. I trust this isn't what I think it is. Huh? Whatever it is you're thinking, I guarantee that's not what's happening. I'm confused. I see, that's a relief. Hey, this is Elegg's episode, don't be rude. Mr. Commander, doesn't it seem to you that Miss Rappy's personality has changed somewhat? I think her inhibitor's been removed. Oh, it sounds kind of cool when you put it that way. Anyways, what are you guys up to? She's with Ojo-sama, enjoying a cup of tea outdoors. We should take advantage while the weather allows. I thought Dorothy looked a bit lonely, so I decided to keep her company. I think it's time you start heading back. Just a joke. Truth is, she's the one who's been keeping me company. Ah, you two seem pretty chummy. Totally. Oh, Dorothy's not gonna like that. If neither of you have anything productive to add, I suggest you be quiet. I don't know why you're so flustered. So now you're giving me the silent treatment? I see how it is. Is there any particular reason why you guys are here? Not really. Yeah, Eleg's gonna install Boom on your umbrella. We were just wandering around and seeing if we'll stumble upon anything interesting. And this is where we ended up. I see. Perhaps you cared for a cup of tea and a short break. Sipping tea outdoors drastically alters the flavor. Don't just stand there, Your Grace. Your tea is getting cold. This tea is amazing, Mr. Commander. Totally unlike anything you'd find in the Ark. Is there something wrong with the tea? No. Then what's the problem? What are you really after? I assure you I have no ulterior motives. So go ahead and enjoy your tea. You really mean that? No. What reason do I have to lie? Hey, Miss Rappy, why does Mr. Commander seem so weary of Miss Dorothy? I wonder why. You probably don't know this, but Dorothy isn't exactly the type to be kind and expect nothing in return. The Commander clearly suspects she's up to something. Well, I won't deny that. Consider this tea a token of my appreciation for your help, and we'll leave it at that. Alright. Thanks for the drink. Oh, I got poisoned again. You two said you were out searching for something. Oh, right. This tea was so good that I totally forgot. What exactly are you trying to find? Well, the reason we ended up all the way out here is because we're searching for places to install Boom. I fill in Rappy and Dorothy on everything that's transpired. So you're looking for somewhere special to install the game, the type of place that doesn't exist in the Ark? That explains why you've been installing this Boom game all over the place. At this point, it's a little different from a virus. It practically has a will of its own, separate from any user input. When Boom suddenly launched on my phone, I thought I'd been hacked. Poor Rappy. Always be careful when opening files someone else sent to you. If it had been someone else other than me, your entire phone would have been compromised by now. I'd say her phone was compromised regardless. Hehe, that's one way to look at it. I think I understand what's going on. If that's what you're after, you might find it difficult to locate something suitable tonight, especially outside. Why's that? Is something going on tonight? The temperature and wind patterns tell me that the weather is liable to turn sour tonight. Finding a proper place to install Boom won't be easy. How do you know that? Experience. Darn. I guess I should check on the places where I already installed Boom outside. Where did you install it? Let's see. The poolside screen, the outdoor stage, some announcement boards, a few fountains. Fountains, huh? the store register, various window displays, the drink bar dispenser. Okay. You really didn't leave any stone unturned. How did you put on the soda fountain dispenser? Oh, what did she say? Whoops. Nope. And what exactly is your reason for doing this? Because it's funny. To spread boom to everyone. You want as many people as possible to be able to access it? That's right. I can't stand the thought of someone out there not knowing such an amazing game exists. So, as someone who understands the majesty of boom, it's my duty to spread the word. A sacred mission? Precisely. By the way, Dorothy, you said the weather was going to get worse. Do you mean it's going to rain? No, I don't think it'll rain. Even if it does, it'll only be a light drizzle at most. Everything looks fine to me right now. Emphasis on the right now. In a few hours after the sun sets, the clouds will settle lower in the sky. It's a shame. I would have enjoyed having some tea under the stars. How ladylike of you. How many times do I have to tell you to lay off the lady stuff? If you say there will be clouds, that means there might be lightning as well. Highly unlikely. Why? The clouds are fairly thin. I doubt they'll be enough to dim the moonlight. Aw, that's too bad. Why does the density of clouds have to do with lightning? Lightning occurs when water droplets inside the clouds rub against each other and build up static electricity. If the clouds are thin, there isn't much friction between the droplets. Therefore, the chances of lightning occurring are low. Anyways, I should go check the water fountain I installed boom in. What? Elegg, I have a question. What is it? With the fountain, you're using the water as a display for boom, right? Correct. And clouds are basically clusters of water droplets. Yes? I think I just came up with a great idea. What's that? Well, how about you use the clouds as a display? The clouds, you say? Just a suggestion. That's a brilliant idea! Alright, let's get started. Oh right, I'm a genius, baby. To shine boom onto the clouds, we'll need some pretty powerful equipment. Something that can beam light all the way into the sky. Is there anything on the ship that could shoot light that far? I don't know, let's upgrade the projector. What if we use the searchlight? That could work too. A searchlight can shoot out a really strong beam, can't it? We can use it to build a projector that can cast images into the sky. Would that not work? That's a crazy idea! Yeah, I thought so. Crazy enough that it just might work. Huh? Modifying a searchlight into projector? No way I'm passing up something that fun. It's settled. Let's do this. Let's see. What do we need for a projector? First, we'll start by making the lens. Our endeavor to project boom onto the clouds has begun. Codename Operation Boom Eternal, okay, is officially underway. Dude, but they're already late. The new Doom came out. What is that shit called? Like the Dark Ages, I think? This looks usable as a lens. The size isn't quite right, but it should work fine with some minor tweaks. Good thing I brought everything I might need for a job like this. Mr. Commander, could you go to my room and bring me my yellow bag? The entire thing? Yes, please! Elegg runs around excitedly, completely absorbed in her task. We need a motor with the right output and size to spin the color wheel. How about this one? Whoa! Where'd you get something like that? Internet? I asked Senti for help, and she pulled something out of a home appliance. I knew I could count on you, Mr. Commander. Let's see. If we attach this part right here... It's spinning! It's actually spinning! Actually, maybe a bit too fast. The motor's coming this way. Ah! I act as Elegg's assistant for what feels like an extraordinary long time. Why don't we take a break? Are you mad? If we want to finish this by tonight, there's no time to rest. Come on, let's get moving. But I'm exhausted. I promise I'll let you rest plenty once we're done. But right now, we've got to keep our noses to the grindstone. Ah. Before we know it, the sun has set and night has fallen. Mr. Commander, can you plug the cable in right there? The red one or the blue one? The red one. If everything is working correctly, it should start blinking once it's plugged in. Once that's done and I linked up the connector, the searchlight, which I modified into a projector, should turn on. It might be a little dangerous when the searchlight turns on, so once the connection's complete, don't stand too close. It's not going to explode or anything, is it? It'll be fine. Probably. Uh-oh, let's plug that shit in and run like the 4th of July. I carefully follow the instructions that Elegg gave me. It's plugged in. Alright, let's back up. Is the light blinking? Yeah, it's blinking. Heh heh heh, then everything's ready. Phew. Nervous? A little, yeah. What if I plug into the connector and nothing happens? What if I mess up this once in a lifetime chance? I'll be lying if I said I wasn't a little worried. Don't be. Yeah? Knowing you, this all will work no problem. And even if it doesn't, we can try again. You can have as many cracks at it as you need. Yeah, you're right. Even if it fails, I can always try again. Guess I was overthinking things. Alright, stand back. I'm going to count to 3 and plug it in. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. As Elegg joins the connector, the searchlight powers on. Boom! I've been blinded! And boom fills the entire night sky. Boom, boom, boom! Look, Mr. Commander, it's boom! It's really there! It's a little blurry, but that's boom, no doubt about it. It worked! Okay, Bo, are you gonna start gaming though? Wow, would you look at that? It actually worked. I have to admit, it's actually kind of pretty. Is that what was showing up on my thermometer? Game looks cool. Might play sometime, once. Maybe we should ask Elegg to move it somewhere less disruptive last time. Why can't we do stuff like this back at the Ark? If we had advertising like this back there, sales would skyrocket. Yeah, put it in the sky. Dangerous. Yeah, I guess you've got a point. If we weren't careful, it'll be another Doom of Eternity incident all over again. People would realize the sky they thought was real wasn't, and they'd freak out. Real. Fake. Huge difference. Fine, fine. Guess I have to let that dream die. I'll have to settle for enjoying it in the here and now. A video game being projected across the night sky? Quite a surreal sight. It may not be the moon or the stars, but I suppose this isn't such a bad view. I would have never thought this kind of thing was possible. It feels like I'm dreaming. I can't believe it actually worked. Yes, it actually worked! We really installed boom into the sky. When you first brought up the idea of projecting images onto clouds, I was skeptical. Then I wasn't sure if we'd be able to successfully modify the searchlight. But the proof is in the pudding, and it's right there above our heads. That's our creation up there. It feels like I fulfilled a lifelong dream. Elegg gazes up the sky with a look of wonderment. So, think you're out of your slump now? You bet. If something this spectacular couldn't snap me out of it, I don't know what could. I think I've gone as far as I can go. Really? Hee, no way! I wouldn't be satisfied until I've spread a boom across the entire world. Today was a big step towards achieving that dream. But there's still a long road ahead. And then I'm rooting for you. Thanks. So, would you like to try playing it? Nah, I'm just happy watching. I think I would. I'll show you how cracked I am, baby. I knew you'd say that. There's no way you could just sit back after seeing something this awesome. Alright then, as for the controller, oh, right, it's on my swimsuit. There's no analog on there, bro. How am I supposed to aim? In that case, what? Come on, I'll pass. Oh man, I really wanted to try this thing. Then again, sitting back and soaking in this amazing view is plenty satisfying in its own right. As Elegg and I chit-chat about this and that, we sit back and continue to watch Boom projected onto the clouds in the night sky. Come on, can we just run around? A little while later, it's fading. As the clouds part and the moon and the stars begin to peep through, Boom begins to slowly fade. Too bad. I wish I could have watched it a while longer. But now that I know what it feels like to launch Boom into the sky, I'm even more certain about what I want to do next. What's that? Someday, Miss Trony and I will bring the sky back to the people. Not the fake sky you see on the Doom of Eternity, but the real thing. And on that day, when we no longer need the Doom of Eternity, I'll light it up with Boom. Pretty boom-tastic, okay. You think so too? All this has made me more motivated than ever to achieve my goal. I guess we'll have to reclaim the surface soon then. Yes, that's right. That's the first hurdle that we have to overcome. You'll help me to get there, won't you? You know I will. Thanks. Well, I think I've gotten over my slump and I feel recharged. Should we get back to work? You mean there's more work to do? Of course! Like I said, I'm going to spread Boom all over the world. My work will never be done, not until the entire world is filled with Boom. I should have known this is how it would end. Hey, I thought you said you'd let me rest. With how big the sky is, we've got our work cut out for us. Okay. Also, by the way, the last one is called Boom Eternal, like the name of it. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. That shit's pretty goofy, but dude, we couldn't have had at least one round. Also, like, there's no analog stick on her swimsuit. How the fuck are we supposed to aim? Excuse me? Like, how do we aim? The screen? Is this touch screen, maybe? But even still, that's so goofy. Oh, man. Come on. Why couldn't we at least go one round, bro? Or Elegg. We ignored the whole fucking event story, basically. At least the Bond story, we were dicking around with her a little bit, but I guess it wasn't too bad. I probably shouldn't complain too much. Unfortunate. We should have still played around, man. Come on. Even though there's no analog control. Or is it motion control? You think it's motion control? Oh my goodness. Alright, well that was pretty nice. I did enjoy that at the very least. Dorothy's one was her schizo, her doing her own thing, but I mean, that is to be expected. I don't know, the first two ones were kind of weird. We just went to the game center and we were like, oh, did you already install here? And she was basically like, yeah. Also, I really hate, I don't know if it's the translator's fault or like something, but these guys always pace the sentences so weirdly. It's like cut off after like 4 words and the rest of it's in the next line. Like, it's so weird. It really fucked with my flow, bro. I'm trying to narrate it, man. I wish they would stop doing that. If they're gonna do like a long sentence like that, just have it on one line instead of me fucking having to go to the next one and really fucking my flow, bro. Come on. But, oh well, I think that is it. Honestly, I think that's it for the whole event, summer event. I don't know if there's something else I would have to do, right? Because we did the story, we did both of the Bond thingies. It's just some schizo rants that I got to do about the burst 3s we've gotten this year, which, by the way, by the time I'm recording this, they announced the other variants for Emma and Yunhua, both of them. So I don't know if they're going to come at the same time, and they didn't mention if they said they were overspec. So if they're not overspec, then like they're not going to be a 1% banner, which is cool. But at the same time, these guys don't like making units that, you know, aren't Pilgrim, overspec, or limited like that good at all. So I really hope they're not ass in case that they're not overspec. But like at the same time, if they are overspec, it's another 1% banner like right after Dorothy. This is kind of gonna get muddled, I'm not gonna lie. But whatever, we'll deal with that when that gets here. So I guess that is it. Let me know what you guys think about Elegg's Bond story, and I will catch you guys later.